Nothing is working. Everything is broken.
Wrong thing. There we
DM
go. Hi.
disaster. Do.
I'm your Dungeon Master, DM Disaster, and just so everybody knows, I am a, excuse profanity, royal fuck up. Constantly screwing up.
Oh gosh.
So, yeah, hi. I'm your Dungeon Master, DM Disaster, and we are back with Aes'Taldon, the beginning. And excuse me as I sign in right now, because why would I sign in ahead of schedule, right? But yeah, so
why would you be prepared for this scheduled session?
I know, right?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do recap since we did take 2 weeks off. So to start us off, everybody was on the ship heading over towards Penance. They finished fighting this elemental tempest, and as everything was kind of winding down, for the next couple of days, they started hearing talks of somebody else being on the ship. Possibly an ally, they're not entirely certain, but they wanted to get some more information. Looking into it, they discovered that it was not Tabaxi. It is a Leonin named Baxi.
Distinction.
Very confusing.
Who apparently is sporting the armor of the Church of Iron. They inquired a little bit more, managed to get Baxi to join them. Just do general... I don't even know how to describe it. It was just a lot of talking, and he said, yeah, sure. So, eventually, they all get on the ship, or not on the ship, they get onto the top of the ship, they get onto the little boats, and they make their way back down. Completely forgetting about the ranger that they had, who was commanded to jump off the ship, not commanded to swim, and so he started to drown. They save him. They all end up going to Penance Island. They land on the shores of Siren's Cove. And after a nice little morning exercise as the sun is rising, they make their way into town. In town, they head straight to the tavern, kind of get a little more information about what's going on, and start to realize that not all is well here. They need to get some supplies. So let's go find a cart. And they find one. The owner, human, obviously will not speak in the presence of any of the lessers. And after Dalen manages to purchase these specific items that they needed, the owner starts to beat an orc child. But they can't do anything right now because they need to grab their cargo and they need to leave before anything worse happens. And that is where we left off, with everybody leaving Siren's Cove. Takes you all about 2 days to make your way over to Benta Vista. Baxi, you are aware of the fact that you're being followed. You know the woods are filled with rangers. People who are just blending in with the trees. Druids who turn into animals. You know that they're scrying all over the place. You have eyes on you everywhere. And as such, you need to continue to play the part of the Inquisitor, who is leading these non-humans into Penance to sell. But your first stop is Benta Vista. By the time you arrive in Benta Vista, and mind you, it has been. You'd left pretty early in the morning, so by the time you arrive at Benta Vista, kind of just booking it, it's almost nightfall. You see shops lighting their sconces outside. You see it's pretty quiet now. Nobody's around.
As we enter this area, Baxi will once again tell everyone of the part they play and the reason why we are here. And that time is of the essence.
So we're still in the town, or this is a different town.
This is the different town. You've arrived in Benta Vista.
Benta Vista.
Maps.
Bring up my notepad, because why would I be prepared as well?
That would be. Okay, so Benta Vista. Cool. So we're just a little bit further north.
Yeah, we left that docking straight away because of the run-in with the Inquisitor at the docks.
Yeah, I do remember that. Okay. So what all should we? Think what do we need to get to? Do you know where this shipment is being held in Penance, and like how can we?
My understanding and my information, we are to meet up with our. As we're talking, I like look left and right to make sure no one really sees. We're in a safe space, basically, that Gruel and Teddy aren't speaking out of terms as such, where it'll be weird. But we'll converse again. We are to meet up with our friend that you met on before the boat.
And they'll have more information. Because I'm just trying to think of some materials we can start to gather for our task at hand.
Well, don't know what all we need until we know where.
Yeah, that's kind of what I
everything
was
is.
getting at. Yeah.
So we definitely need to find our contact.
It'll be in Penance.
Okay, well, let's get what we need to get to Penance and start heading that way. I assume the closer we get to Penance, the more dangerous this is going to get.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about that.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Do we need to get Gruel maybe some little bit of disguises?
I don't know how we're going to disguise all this.
God,
It'll be
God,
fine. You have to be colored, and Dalen here will play the role of the master. I'm simply escorting you as the paladin of the church. A disguise right now should get us into Penance, but if we are to act up into Penance, it might be very hard to get out.
Yeah.
As you probably could imagine, Penance is very heavily guarded, and military might there is beyond description.
Oh yeah.
That makes
Heard
sense.
it's pretty impregnable.
It makes a lot of sense. Okay.
What?
Well,
If I do recall, you were saying that you had a way to leave really quickly.
Yeah,
And
I
at
think.
this point, Dalen speaks up. You see them kind of rifling through their bags, pulling out. Kind of looks like a dress. And they're shuffling it on, and as they do, their head kind of pops up, and they look like a woman now, pulling the dress further down. Yes, I have a way. We have a trinket that will let me bring anybody who's in contact with me back to my last location. And they kind of gesture over towards the water. I set it for Rare Docks.
that's going to be very helpful.
I sometimes forget that he can do that.
Yeah.
Me too. I'm still freaking out from it. Just to clarify, Dalen. Yes, Dalen. We all have to be touching for this to work, correct?
Yes, they have to be touching me. That's the problem.
Can you make yourself into like a really big person?
I can only shift myself possibly a foot taller.
So if there's, I think we can get like 20 people touching you if we all, group up. It's just a matter of that might take a long time. It's not
I reckon.
exactly a quick process.
Yeah, I reckon the point that he's trying to make is that we might need a more reasonable exit plan.
Yeah, that's always a good backup plan, though.
Well, it depends how deceitful we could be. If we are to go in with no drama whatsoever, which would be the greatest case, we could send Dalen and get the children out and we just act our part.
This whole subterfuge thing ain't really my strong suit, but
Mm.
Uh,
I'll do my best to play some kind of part.
Can I get all of you
Well,
to roll me perception, please?
Yes.
perception. I forgot to put on my. There it is.
Well, I clicked it. There it goes. I got a 16.
I think not connected.
I don't know.
No, it is not. It was the
Boo.
19. But let
Okay.
me see if I can get that going.
Yeah, so while you're all having this conversation, Baxi, you kind of sweeping your head, just looking around to make sure that nobody's watching. Teddy, you notice something out of the corner of your eye. It's kind of moving, just pretty quickly. Gruel, you notice it seems like something moved out of the shadow, but nothing came into view. At this point, all of you see some of the villagers. They're kind of very quickly closing up shop, and they look at all of you, kind of address the paladin. Excuse me, sir, you need to get inside. It's not safe out here at night.
I appreciate the forewarning. Um, Acting like he knows what to do, he'll go and tug on the chains of Gruel and Teddy. Come and lead him into the town.
Uh, Gruel.
Yeah, Teddy
Moved a long
just
time. So
just
that's the
shuffle.
first we've seen people, isn't it?
Yeah, you see them kind of
Okay.
milling about, but they're more kind of sticking. With your perception, you notice that they're sticking to any brightly lit area, and if
So,
there's darkness, they kind of run through it.
gotcha. So that's what we saw. We saw something in the shadows.
Yes.
Gotcha.
What time
Um,
of day is it roughly?
It's about dusk.
let's
Um,
maybe we go to the tavern. Try to see if they have some beds and figure out what the heck goes on here at nighttime.
um, Baxi like shoots you a glance and pulls a torch out of his pouch. Yes, I am well aware where we should sleep. There is no point you telling me that. As he looks around at people walking, and you see like an almost apologetic look on his face for just a second.
Uh,
Uh,
yeah, Teddy like stop like I think he like sees it and like checks himself and was like, oh, and goes back to just like head down, not saying anything.
Gruel gives a simple mind a simple. Uh,
uh, I'll light a torch and make our way to the tavern.
All right, so entering the tavern, you see that inside it's very, very well lit. There's a very large fireplace. Above you, you see chandeliers filled with candles. The walls themselves have all of the torches lit. The tables themselves have candles. It appears that even underneath the tables, there's probably a light spell illuminating beneath it. It's almost blinding how bright this building is. And you all walk in and you see a couple heads turn to look at you. They look at Teddy and Grohl and kind of just sneer and go back to their meals and their conversations. One of the bartenders walks up. You can put your creatures over in the corner.
These creatures stay by my side. That is the order I've been given. They are not to leave my side, for they are unruly, and I do not want to have them misbehave. I hope you understand. Orders are orders.
You can see he wants to say something. He wants to argue, but looking at your armor, he realizes you're not someone to mess with and just kind of nods his head.
Would Baxi know the reason why this town is so lit up? Is it something that's recent, or is it something that always been? Because I feel like if I start asking the question, I feel like he should know the answer.
Um, Roll me history at advantage. Yeah, you having lived here essentially forever, you know that there's a rumor, an old wives' tale in Benavista about the shadow sickness. You know that it passes around from person to person, and it usually begins sometime around dusk. Nobody knows when they're going to be sick next. And it lasts roughly a week, and then it moves on to somebody else at random. But it's been going on since long before you were alive.
Hmm.
I'll look to Dalen. Purchase some rooms. Keep it lit. Tell them that we're all staying in the one room.
Oh, all right. And Dalen wanders off to grab a room. It's a short while later, and they come back. He said he didn't have a large room to fit everyone, but there is a room with a door, adjoining room.
That'll be fine.
And he hands over the keys. Takes one of them, heads upstairs, and starts to light candles in the room.
Pretty quickly I'll take Gruel and Teddy up there. And Oz as well. I believe he's still with us.
Yes. Oz is currently a little mouse.
Not cute at all.
About that. He's
Um,
vibing.
We get into the room. I'll pull Teddy and Gruel to the side. I won't take their chains off. But I'll lean in close. We're always being watched. And this town seems to have a sickness that travels through the shadows, so stay in the light. But I had a thought, because I can tell this charade we're putting up won't last very long. Nobody likes to get pulled by chains, and nobody likes to get ordered around. I know this for sure.
Not the best.
Yeah. Does this shadow virus thing sound like a creature that Gruel might know of?
Roll me history.
History. So why keep rolling two?
Yeah.
19.
Looking, kind of thinking back on it, you have actually seen something similar to this in one of your neighboring tribes. It's it's a very odd illness, and it kind of disappeared. It arrived randomly and then disappeared randomly. But other orcs were getting sick. They were getting extremely weak. Almost as if all of their strength had been drained out of them. Nobody died, but it would just randomly pass from one orc to the next, and then finally you had another group of orcs traveling through, and the illness just disappeared. One of the shamans that was passing through had mentioned that there was probably a shadow creature lurking around. It lives in shadows. It feeds off of your life force.
From the sound of it. Whatever this plague is, it's similar to a creature that once wandered about some of the tribes out there. Wasn't so much a plague as it was a monster. Something that lives in the shadows, creeps about. One day it just left. I think that might be what's happening here. If what I saw was what it is. I saw it slinking around. Won't a person.
Hmm. Interesting.
It's very interesting. But the question is, do we want to deal with it? Do we need to deal with it?
I think that's this city's problem, not ours.
I concur.
Much as I'd like to kill something like that, a place like this probably deserves a plague of its ilk.
Need I remind you, though, most of these occupants that live in these houses are fear-mongered into doing what they're doing. But we have a more important mission, which is time-sensitive.
Agreed.
This monster has been around for a long time, and it's not. We're not here to save this city. I think we just keep moving, and it's not going to kill anyone, as far as we're aware. So
We just gotta make sure that we don't take it with us.
yeah. Or maybe it would be good if we take it with us. Give it to
Penance.
penance.
I would prefer not to do that.
That's fair.
It's an uncontrollable weapon. I'd rather not use something like that.
But in the schemes of things, as I was mentioning before, perhaps we can get you another outfit so you don't have to be in chains all the time. Maybe an acolyte sort of garb to cover your face.
Yeah. Definitely need a mask as much as I hate to hide my beauty from the world.
Mm,
That is a sin in itself.
it's a real shame.
It's not
It
like there's
really
any
is.
orc ladies or ladies that would even be interested anyway.
Oh,
Which reminds me,
that's so
the
sad.
Templar or Paladin, the one that was trying to buy gruel on the boat,
Mm-hmm.
was that a man or a woman?
It was a man.
Okay. Couldn't remember. It might have been the same reason that I thought of. But we're just gonna leave that.
Hey,
Anyway.
Do we know? Hey, Baxi, do you know if do people sleep in the Church of Iron? In their churches?
Baxi, you do know that some of the acolytes do.
Yeah.
Oh,
The church is always tended 24/7.
gotcha. Okay. So just need to kind of always stay away from those churches, I guess.
All right.
Well, shall we take a rest and then get going early in the morning?
Yeah. Probably head out first light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dalen looks at all of you. I don't know if any of you are hungry, but I am. And perhaps it would be good if at least one of us purchases food on top of
Aye.
a room. We don't seem suspicious.
It is a fair call. I'm still full up from the um the bowl that was given to me, but probably best Would you like me to purchase it, Dalen, or would you prefer?
They kind of look at you, and then I think it would probably be better if I went.
Baxi like shakes his head. Yes, of course.
Just be careful.
And they nod. I'll be back with meals for everyone. I will knock to let you know that it's me.
Stay in the light.
So if you guys want, you can double click on where it says tavern, and you can find the meals and purchase it.
Wow.
Oh shit! Isn't that neat? That was a great segue to leading us into this new system.
Oh, I want fish and chips.
Roasted tarantula. Owl pear ribs. Purple worm cakes. Oh, this sounds
Purple worm cakes?
delightful.
Only a silver piece? That's a bargain.
Clock whistle
Goblin
surprise.
grog. This is like we're ordering room service. Or it's like give it all.
Yeah, so anytime you see any of the icons with the names on them, you can double click them, and it will open up shops for you. So Church of Iron has scrolls. They will also have services, so if you need to purchase, obviously, like healing services and whatnot, it will be there as well. So there's Fisher's, Arms, Blacksmith, General Store, Farmers, Tavern, and Church of Iron.
How much gold do you guys have?
Rule is he has some. He's got like 50 gold. 49.
I was about to say, Teddy does not have that much. I'm looking at some of the prices.
I was about to say,
Church of Iron.
Remember, if you're looking at Church of Iron, yes.
Yeah.
You guys
He's a
do
little
have
expensive.
the pool that Wilhelm did give you all. Your half payment.
Yeah. How much was that again? I don't think did we pull anything from that?
It was 50 gold that he gave you guys just for your initial travels.
But
and
me, I'm bone poor.
you have what is it? It's 5 gold for every child that you bring back alive.
Hopefully it's a lot.
All this stuff. Could buy some fine clothes.
If there
So
is
many.
something that I did not put in there that you obviously need, let me know, and I can very quickly add it in there for you guys.
Light clothing?
You need what?
Acolyte clothings from the Church of Iron. Is that a purchasable item at all?
From the Church of Iron, no, you would not be able to purchase it. You would need to
damn.
become an acolyte.
Well,
Or you can
Definitely
beat
would
up an
need to
acolyte and
steal
take
that.
their clothes.
that's what's one of the plans, but not in the city, obviously. But no,
Okay.
I'm sure we would see it in our travels.
Listen,
You said what about my creatures? Bam, you know.
Cool. So are we just waiting for Dalen to get back, or are we just gonna take a long rest now?
You can take your long rest now.
Cool beans.
I feel like that was. Let's see. Long rest.
Can I
See that my war horse is given them proper stables as such. Or outside. Wait, can I just summon it whenever? How does that work? Wonder.
You want to summon your horse in the room?
No. I summoned it to get here. So.
Hell.
I'm already taking up so much of this room.
It's okay, Maple's in here with us, just cramped. Actually, she's
Yeah.
still a dog. So
Maples exists.
Yeah, Maple
yeah.
is still a dog right now.
Maple's always dog mode until
Forever
shit
dog.
goes down.
Probably want to get out of here as soon as possible. I don't think
Yeah.
there's many ways for us to get a hold of any Hulk-sized, like,
Armor.
acolyte clothing.
Yeah.
No.
Real difficult.
Well, I guess while everyone's sleeping, or like before everyone wakes up, can Teddy wake up like before everyone?
Set your alarm.
Yeah, set my. At the tavern that we're like, do we have any? Like, can we see the Church of Iron out our window at our?
Yes, you can.
And is this map like correct distance wise?
Yes.
Oh my
So
god.
it's 55 feet. Okay.
Teddy?
Before anyone wakes up, Teddy's gonna cast Darkness on the Church of Iron.
Oh my god.
I love it.
Whoa.
And it's a 15-foot sphere, so theoretically it covers the entire Church of Iron. And then he gets back in bed and pretends to go to sleep.
Oh my god, I just realized what you did.
Yep.
That's so much worse than just, darkness now with the fucking shadow around.
Yeah, so I guess he's concentrating, so he's just like sitting.
And you're
in bed,
doing this while we're
staring.
asleep, right?
That is
Oh
Just
man.
staring at the Church of Iron.
that is
You know that it's
ingenious,
pitch black.
evil
Over there.
motherfucker.
These fuckers gotta pay somehow. Is what Teddy's thinking.
So, eventually, it's morning. You are awoken by knocking on your door. Dalen goes and answers, and kind of peeking through the crack, they see that it's the tavern owner and a paladin. Excuse me, miss. I hate to bother you so early, but I need to speak with your... and kind of gestures. Your paladin. If you wouldn't mind. And Dalen obviously turns and looks over. They wish to speak with you.
Turn to Teddy in that. You'll be right with these. You lot stay in the corner until I get back.
Yes, sir.
I'll go up to said paladin.
And they kind of escort you out into the hallway. You see them looking around. You see them looking around and kind of look back at you.
Seem a bit unease. What's wrong, paladin?
We have a bit of a problem here. We need to ensure that you and yours are cleansed before you leave Benta Vista. We don't want you taking whatever plague is in here out there.
You talking about the shadow sickness?
Yes.
Which... How? This area is lighter than the sun during the morning.
Where there's light, there is still shadow. We don't know how this is spreading, if it's an isolated incident or what, but regardless, they have requested your presence and that of your creatures to the church.
That request will be done first at earliest convenience. That would be great. We have a long journey ahead.
Whenever you're all ready, you can make your way to the church. They'll be waiting. And you
Your
see
name?
He goes to turn around, and as he does, he kind of stumbles.
Can I roll an insight check on that?
Oh yeah, go ahead. You notice that his gait is a little sloppy. It's kind of weak. He's leaning into the wall, kind of using his shoulder to support himself. Then he pushes himself up, and you see him straighten up his spine. And my name is Magon. Magon Aes'Taldon.
Well, Magon, you seem a bit feeble there. Everything okay? Shall I report of an illness that you should be taking care of, Aes'Taldon? Are you fit for duty?
I am fit. Need not worry. I injured myself practicing.
That's what they all say.
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't be lying, would you?
No, I have no reason to lie.
Pretty sure that you're lying.
Baxi will steps like a couple steps closer and just takes like a big whiff in. Raining, you say? May I ask why you come to our room first, and then it's us that we have to go for this sickness, and they send an injured paladin?
I was the only one available. The acolytes.
The only one available.
Yes, the acolytes have gone out. They're doing their rounds. They're spreading Ars Mellor's words, healing the sick.
We'll hear this.
Can I see this injury?
It's beneath my armor.
Please come on, take off your arm.
Seems sus.
It does. It is very sus.
Girl's gonna be in the corner behind the door of the room.
He'll insist. as one paladin to the axe, if you are injured, perhaps I can help. Come into this room so I can help you. And he'll open the door where Dason was in, not where Teddy and Gorilla.
Roll me persuasion.
Big money, big money, big money. Nice.
I really hope this works so I could use a GIF.
He looks around and then just kind of nods his head and makes his way into the room.
I'll come in. Stand where the door is shut. I'm sorry for such a brash asking, but I want to make sure. Show me this injury.
They go ahead.
How are these rooms set up exactly?
There's a door in between us, so you can definitely rush in.
Yeah.
Can we just like hear you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
talking right now? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, unless
Yeah.
he's like being
Gruel,
super quiet.
Gruel
you
and
guys can
Teddy.
hear.
Gruel and Teddy are like ears pressed on the door. It was like cartoon shows.
Gruel's going to wait. He's going to be like right there at the other door, just waiting to
Yeah, I'm
hear
gonna-
him get
I'm
his
gonna-
armor, like start getting his armor off, at least disarming him.
Can I ready an action?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, there's spelled in there, and you're gonna.
Yeah, I'm just gonna basically ready Eldritch Blast in case anything goes off. Because
Gruel's gonna.
you open the door, I'm gonna snipe him in the chest. So.
Gruel's gonna rush it and break his neck.
I'm glad we're on the same page.
He's probably not gonna just at least grapple him and just knock his ass out. Solid, fucking if the Incredible Hulk dressed as Solid Snake.
Oh, see it.
So you see the paladin kind of shift a bit. They seem a little more than uncomfortable right now. And then they
What kind of
Comfort's not
yappy
my
fan
priority.
service are we about to have?
they start to remove their helm, and as they remove it, you see that it's a woman.
Uh-oh, this got awkward.
It's got better? Question mark.
Better, but also not.
And she starts to remove the armor piece by piece. You can see that it's taken her some
Slower.
time, but she is in pain, and she's kind of fumbling with the straps, and finally manages to get it removed. And you can see that she does have the padding on top of her clothing. She removes that and then lifts her shirt to the side, and you can see that she has bandages wrapped around her. There's a little bit of blood kind of seeping through it.
Reach! Gruel's coming through, and he's gonna try and grapple her, get his hand over her mouth if he can.
Oh, you're coming in?
He's coming
Are
in.
we? Oh, are we really? Oh no.
He heard that armor hit the floor, and he's just like, all right.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh. We're going.
Go ahead.
Preventative,
Roll
Whoa.
me. Roll me strength.
Straight.
Yeah.
I have a feeling.
That's a 20.
I have a feeling we're gonna win this.
Jesus.
She's injured.
This is the paladin of the church, though. Come on. Give us some credit.
But she's injured. She could barely stand up.
Injured.
Much less fight a fucking 7-foot orc.
I think rules are 8 feet.
Oh, okay, my bad, my bad.
Like think the actual Incredible Hulk lumbering through.
So she rolled a 6.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you bum rush into the room, and before she even has the opportunity to gasp, your hand is over her mouth. And she's kind of like muffled
Entire
and
face.
struggling, just.
Baxi will remove his helm now to reveal himself.
Imposter.
You're not a human.
Play the Among Us sound.
Gasp, a lion.
And in the most sarcastic tone Baxi could do, "Oh no, you stupid creature, why did you do that?" And then I want to cut the bandage off and see if the wound is like a claw mark or if it's an actual stab wound.
You cut the bandage, and you can see that it's a puncture wound, and it looks to be black, and kind of black veins spreading out from it.
How? What is this? How did you get this? Is this the darkness disease?
He is infected.
And she's.
Okay, you can remove your hand. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Shoot.
Gruel's gonna whisper in her ear. If you scream, it'll be the last sound that comes out from your lungs. Does she calm down at all?
Roll intimidation.
Can I help in any way?
Um,
Can I? Yeah, I was gonna say.
'cause that was a crappy roll.
That was a shitty roll.
Teddy's eyes glow bright fucking red. Go get it.
Do I roll again?
Yes, roll again.
That's better.
All right, so let's see what is.
I say calm. Does she calm down? But more of a is she scared into submission? Good if she don't calm down.
Don't do anything dumb, lady.
I might break her in half.
And
I guess she's able to walk.
I need, what is that? Okay, there we go. She glares at you, Baxi. You can tell that she's not going to listen.
I think this is our one free disguise. And she's not going to give up. Such is the paladin pride of the church.
Well,
Not sure that disguise is gonna fit me.
she might not want to tell us, but she might not have a choice. I'm going to cast command on her.
No grouchy doctor or sassy bard in this party.
¿Dónde está? Aquí. Hiya.
2 literal monsters and a devil child.
Yep. Yeah, 16 wisdom saving throw.
The word you're using.
I'm gonna say speak. So theoretically she doesn't yell. She just basically answers our questions. I will use silvery barbs to make her reroll, and I'll give the advantage to. I don't know. I'll give it to Gruel. Oh. Lit. Yeah. So basically, I just distract her and say, no, like, I like turn her head back to me. I say, like, I look deeper into her eyes and say, speak. And then I like take Gruel's hand off of her mouth.
Removes his hand.
And she just looks at you now, Teddy.
What was the question we asked? Do all this cool stuff, and then Teddy goes, what did we want to ask?
Are you
Figure that's
infected?
in character.
How did you get this? How did you get this puncture wound?
I was attacked by some creature. I don't know what it was.
Was it in the darkness?
It was in the sewers.
Which I assume are pretty dark.
There's light in the sewers.
Why were you in the sewers?
I was escaping.
From what or who?
The Church of Iron.
What?
She's escaping.
Why are you escaping the Church of Iron? And why do you come to our tavern, to our room, asking to bring us back to the Church of Iron if you're escaping?
I was told to find someone. He can bring the children back with him.
What children?
The children in the prison.
So you were told to find somebody at this Church of Iron in Benavista or Benta Vista, or you were told to find someone in this tavern?
Lord Wilhelm asked me.
Huh.
Lord Wilhelm asked you to find us. So why were you going to bring us to the Church of Iron?
I was going to bring you to the stables.
Well, why didn't you say that to begin with instead of all this purify bullshit?
Probably because it's a paladin that was with us.
But the sheep.
Just nod his head towards Baxi.
Trying to get rid of me to save views, huh?
Can we all do a perception check to see if she's lying?
I'd like to see if she's telling the truth.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Let's say we're all listening to this.
That'd be insight.
Insight. Shoot, I already hit the button, but I mean it's still wisdom +1. So
I think you
all
have
the same.
advantage, Gruel.
Yeah, you have advantage on your roll.
Level 17.
Double
Oh, well.
17.
Helpful.
I'm rolling fairly high tonight.
Good rolls tonight.
Except for a couple of them that were just not good. I've been rolling hot.
Teddy is perplexed.
Gruel, you can tell that she's being honest about this.
All right.
Hmm.
Alice, was it?
Um,
She said her name was Megon. She said it to,
So close.
yeah, Megan.
Megan. If that is
Okay.
even your real name.
Okay, Megan.
um,
I'm gonna let you go now.
can I place my hand on a wound and cast lay hands to cure disease or poison
yep.
on it?
Hold on to her until he's done.
And as he does so, in spending 5 to do cure this disease or poison, does it go away as I do it?
It does not.
Can we do any kind of like arcana or like medicine checks? I guess those are two different. Can I do like an arcana check to see if this is like magical entity?
Yes, you can.
Please roll well.
Mhm.
That's not well. That's a 7.
No, kind of watching as Baxi uses lay on hands, you see that the wound doesn't seem to heal itself. And you decide, let me check to see it could be something magical blocking it, and you're not picking up on anything.
Listen, I like telling the truth and I like hearing the truth. That's the sole reason why I'm traveling with these lovely people. They are not creatures to me, they are friends. So you tell me the truth and you will live. You lie, you die. Can we agree to that? 2 people telling the truth.
Yes.
Gruel lets her go.
My name is Baxi. And as you can already tell, I am no simple paladin of the church. I am an ex-paladin of the church. I revoked my oath to them.
I'm Gruel. Sorry about the jumping you and gagging you.
I'm Teddy. Maybe next time lead with the truth.
And this here is Oz. He's cute, and he doesn't make much sounds.
And Dalen walks in. They are now an old man again.
I think that's his favorite one.
Definitely.
She looks at all of you and kind of nods her head. Alice.
You actually a paladin? And he looks to the garb that she took off of the church.
No. I'm a cleric of the church.
Ah, even worse. Cool.
Gruel's gonna look out the window and kind of peek outside. Is the Church of Iron still covered in shadow?
Probably
It
not.
shouldn't
It
be.
only
No,
lasts
no,
10. It
it
only
wouldn't be.
lasts 10
Okay.
minutes. And it's concentrated. Yeah, it wouldn't because I already
All
cast so
right.
much spell.
Well, he's just looking out the window to see who's out and about in the town.
At this point, you see that everybody's walking around. You can hear the church bells ringing. Everything seems to be going normal.
All right.
Your main purpose was to A, get rid of me, and then B, take these lots to the stable.
Yes, that was before I knew you were you.
The truth can be liberating sometimes. Now you found out that me is me and you're you. What is your plans now?
Oh boy.
I start to question myself.
If you're you and I'm me, then who are you?
And they are them.
I'm just
Yay!
thinking of the Spider-Man meme where everyone's like pointing at it.
I'm
The
thinking
multiverse.
back to Ace Ventura. If you were me and I was you, I'd use your body to get to the top. You can't stop me no matter who you are.
She shakes her head. My plans would have remained the same. She looks over at Teddy, Dalen, and Gruel. I've been reached out to by Lord Wilhelm. She kind of pauses. You might know him as William.
Oh, we know him pretty well.
Aye, we know. One who sent us on this gig.
He told me that you would all be traveling this way. He wasn't entirely certain where, but I wagered perhaps you would be smart and head to the first town after Siren's Cove, and lo and behold, my luck came through.
It's a thing. I was gonna have us camp out.
Camping outside of the town.
Well, original plan. Not too big of a fan of sleeping in these houses.
I wouldn't recommend it, honestly. Best thing for you to do is get out of here as quickly as possible. Leave these people to their fate. People have started dying, and she looks at you now, Baxi. Whatever this is, it's killing people now. The more it kills, the more it seems to spread.
It's affecting this town.
Must be having an easier time eating the humans than it did any of the orcs. It just up and left us.
And it didn't kill you.
We
Isn't that what you
orcs
said?
we
It just made you
folks.
tired?
Never got to me. It knew better. I reckon that's them shadows for you.
She nods her head and kind of looks over to, you see a satchel that she had with her. And she kind of gestures with her head. May I?
You most certainly can.
And she goes and grabs the satchel and throws it open. You see she starts to pull out a bunch of notes. Grabs a couple of them and spreads them out onto the floor and starts to kind of tap. It's been progressing. It's been getting worse. I've only been here, I'd say maybe 2-3 days at most. But the day I arrived, that illness, whatever it is, it killed someone. Usually only one person is sick at a time, and now it's 2. And the second one, they didn't even make it through the night. It was a child. And then 3 people were sick. One of them is currently in the church right now. The clerics are trying to heal it, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. What we have noticed is, as long as we're in bright light and cast no shadows, we're fine.
Let me guess. Soren hasn't been doing anything about it, and Aes'Taldon hasn't even approached in some sort of way.
And
I
she
never get why we pray to him.
She shakes her head and just... As Soren likes to put it, if Aes'Taldon does not heal the sick, it is because they have sinned against him. Apparently this whole town has sinned.
So, what happens when someone dies? The thing leaves them and goes to someone else then?
Not certain. It just happens. They die, and it just seems like some other random person becomes ill. My research, and she starts to pull out more papers. They've been telling me that this has been happening for over a century. Just one person ill for a week, passes to the next. Eventually, people started to hide, cast no shadows. Shops are closed at night, homes are brightly lit. But recently it's been different. It's been chaotic.
Even more reason to leave this forsaken place. Whatever disease or ill-bringing that has been brought upon this island is because of the faith that this whole island holds true. We are only here for one thing and one thing only, and we're getting off this island. The fate of these people is not on my head, nor on my friends' heads. But what of your fate? Are you doomed as well, as he points to the wound?
I've yet to find a cure for mine, but I can assure you it's not because of whatever plagues this town.
Your wound is different than that thing of this town?
I was attacked by a physical creature.
Are you healing or are you getting worse?
She kind of chuckles a bit, and as she does, she grabs at her side. I wouldn't say I'm getting any better, but I'm not any worse.
Just in a constant state of pain.
To put it lightly, yes.
I don't think we can help you.
There's people off this island that can. For sure.
Unless we killed the shadow.
We have our mission from William. We know what to do. And I'm not really sure why he sent you to us, but I think you need to worry about yourself now, and you should go to Rarick Docks and get off this island while you can. Go find help.
She shakes her head. You see her grabbing at the padding to put back on. Kind of starts to shimmy her way into her armor. Lord Wilhelm asked for me to guide you into penance. If you would like to walk through the front doors, by all means. If you would like to take the sewers, I can help you there.
So, the sewers where you got stabbed and have this injury that cannot be healed. That's where we're going back to?
I was alone.
Okay. Good to know.
I don't be scared, Teddy. I could kill anything. If it's close enough.
I don't doubt that, Gruel.
I do, however, despite how kind of, what's the word, repulsive these people can be, I do kind of feel for them. This shadow's eating them alive.
I mean, we don't know what it is. We can't fight what we don't know. And it's going to take way too long for us to stay here and try to figure out what this thing is and defeat it. And those kids up in penance are going to pay the price for that.
Yeah.
Have you already forgotten what we're going to do when we save the kids? You've already put one person on your mark, a simple town owner. This town has many of those types of people. Beating up little orklings.
This town probably also has many orklings. But this disease chose this town. And we're not, you know, responsible for saving a whole town just to get belittled and arrested afterwards for what our skin looks like or our ears look like. I think we need to leave and let the people in charge of this town figure it out and let the world sort itself out.
Or if you're really hell bent onto it, we can make it into a scene as such. Probably won't change anything, but after we deal with such a creature of the shadow, we scream and exclaim that it was not Asmala or the church that saved him, but the opposite. A orc.
I think that there's a lot of misconceptions for orcs.
I don't
I
think
agree.
Some of them my fault.
I don't think a lot of this island would like to hear that an orc, a tiefling, and a leon saved a human city. I think
That's the
it
fun
would
part, right?
I think it would cause more chaos and it would make everyone aware of us. Anytime anyone would see the three of us coming, we wouldn't walk in shadows anymore.
Maybe.
That is true. It could always be a destination on the way back.
Could give us some advantages as well. Maybe it won't change everyone's mind, but maybe some.
I personally highly doubt that. But you never know.
You never know.
Megan, what do you think Wilhelm would want us to do?
Honestly, I believe that Wilhelm would prefer if you did the task assigned to you. Mind you, if he knew there were children being harmed, the potential of being homeless. She kind of shrugs a bit. He may be a little more welcoming to you veering your path for a bit.
Well, he did say 50 gold pieces for any children saved, not necessarily children saved from penance. I don't know. What do you guys think we should do? Should we just vote?
Ask yourself, Teddy. Would you be able to sleep at night? Knowing that we could have done something about this. People your own age.
I mean, I've always grown up knowing that I need to fight for myself and not rely on others. But I also know that some people can't fight for themselves. And maybe just need a push in the right direction to do that.
I think we're pretty good people for pushing.
Well, then let's give this city a little shove, I guess.
That's it, Teddy.
So how do we fight something we can't see?
Well, let's figure out what it is. We know a little bit of it. It's some kind of shadow creature.
Mm-hmm.
It feasts on people through the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
Alice, Do we know anything specific about the ones they get?
Still Alice.
Say their else. You know anything about the people who've been attacked by it? Anything in common between them? Or is it just completely random?
In regards to the people themselves, no, it's random.
What's the first sign of the sickness? Is there any obvious like tell? Did people start like obviously showing that they're sick?
Exhaustion.
I mean, I guess anyone could be exhausted.
You said that the church got attacked last night. Was that a ploy to get me to leave this tavern, or was that an actual fact?
We're not
I
certain.
think I can answer that one. So I was kind of in the mindset of it only hurts one person and that they don't die. So I kind of thought it would be, maybe a little haha funny times to put the Church of Iron as the main focus for this bad guy, just because it would just feel kind of sick and groggy for a week. So this morning I cast darkness on the Church of Iron. So it was like pitch black for 10 minutes.
You kind of like see the Baxy's eyes like blink wide open for a moment. He's like, "Damn, okay."
Sitting down on the bed, and he's just like got his hand over his face. He's just chuckling. That's bloody brilliant, Teddy.
Yeah, I feel a little bit worse thinking that maybe it kills people now, but also the Church of Iron sucks, so maybe we just got rid of some bad people.
Wait, did anyone get infected in the church last night?
Or it should have been this morning, technically, because I did it when I woke up.
And she kind of nods. As I said, there were some people who were ill in the church being healed.
Yeah, so probably them or the people who are healing them. I don't know. Regardless,
She
I need to go to the church.
she kind of looks at all of you. She's like, well, now that I know that you're not working for the church, I can tell you that a few of the acolytes have fallen ill. 2 have died. They were already sick from other ailments, and whatever this is, it wasted away at them.
Teddy smiles a little bit.
But
I have a
that means
question.
that with each one dying, another springs up in its place.
It's multiplying. Right.
But is it one entity, or is it becoming multiple multiple monsters? Or is it just learning how to attack double?
You've all been here for one day. I'm quite certain you haven't seen the shadows, but if you linger around dusk, you'll see them more. In the daytime, it's not easy to see.
I saw something kind of dart through the shadows, but it disappeared.
Definitely
I have a
taking a look
question.
at the newcomers.
Does dusk bring it out to inn, or if we create some sort of pool of darkness in the light of day, will it come then? Like it travels from somewhere, or does it live within the city? I'm not sure, but
Travel from darkness to darkness kind of deal.
yeah. So we find a place in the city that's still dark. Perhaps it is in there. I'm not sure.
Out of character. Question for you, Diesel. Don't paladins have a way to sense, like, evil?
Good
They
and
do have
evil. Yeah.
divine sense, which does like a type of creature. Yes.
Would he be
More
able to potentially use that to guide us to wherever these things are, I don't know, nesting maybe?
It's only. Let me get it out.
Gotta be someplace that's always dark, right?
Yeah.
Is there like are there sewers here? Is there like a abandoned house or like a well or something that they might be hiding in during the day?
There's a well. We have several. But no, all of the buildings are well lit. The well themselves. Truthfully, I don't think it's hiding anywhere. I think it's hiding in people.
Where are you keeping the people?
Oh,
Judge, is where all the 6 people are going.
those who were ill, we don't do anything. They continue. It's, as I said, usually not harmful. A week's worth of illness and then they're fine.
Not harmful until they die.
Which has only recently happened.
Well, then let's keep it from happening anymore. Take us to the most recent person who's come down with the sickness. Let's see if we can find it.
Do you have any pull in this town? Can we get our friend and maybe myself some armor with masks, with helms, so we can hide our identity? I can change my appearance, but only for an hour at a time. And I don't want that running out at an inopportune moment.
I probably can. And she kind of thinks. Yes, I can probably. If you meet me by the blacksmith, I can
Okay.
speak to. And she kind of just thinks. Yes, I should be able to speak to him. Get you some armor. He's a good friend.
Okay.
Let's get a move on.
I think you know how convincing we can be now. If you need our help.
Hopefully, if he's a friend, it won't need our brand of persuasion.
We didn't kill her, right? So I thought we did pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we did pretty good. She's still sitting there. Like, yeah, I mean, I think we did pretty good. Like, I mean, I just commanded her to do something. That's kind of.
But you see that breach? I came in, I was like, I grabbed her, and just like,
And then I like made her do something against her will. Nice, good job. We did it.
yeah, keep work. Put his hand up.
High five. I can't reach it though.
He's down low.
Back to lift you up, yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Freeze frame. All right, good. Let's go.
Hit the credits. Just
on the move. Da, 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 da. Right, moving.
Okay, so we'll meet you at the blacksmith. Is there anything we want to do before we meet her there? Or anything we have to do? Do we want to stop by the Church of Iron or buy anything at the store?
Your initial intention to head to Benda Vista was to gather supplies for the journey up.
Yeah, so we probably need a bunch of foods.
I'm just thinking if we are capturing this monster that travels in the darkness, for it to not escape, should we find a way to cast light in a trapping sort of formation? Like some lanterns pointed at the exits.
Do we know if a lantern would capture it or kill it?
I don't know if it would capture it, but if it doesn't travel through the light, perhaps it could be dangerous.
It's worth a shot.
No, 100%.
And she starts to kind of go through her bag again. You see her pull out a very old looking scroll, and she holds it out for whoever wants it. This is a scroll of daylight. Perhaps it can be of some use.
Who wants to be able to cast daylight?
Yeah, I think it should
How
be
do you
you.
run scrolls? Can anyone use a scroll, or do they have to be like the caster capable?
Yeah.
Anybody can use a scroll.
All right, cool. That's the way I run it. The best way.
The best way. You just gotta read it, and then you're good.
Yeah.
As long
They've
as you
already done the
can
hard
read,
work
you're
for you,
good.
right?
Yeah, just read.
But I dare say, Girl and I will be up close with this thing, so.
Okay, I will do some homework then. Yeah, Teddy will just browse read it quickly to learn, I guess, daylight.
Probably not too big of a concern for the food thing. Because Gruul has a feature.
Ooh, a feature.
Yeah, where
Okay.
he can
Flex.
He can find food and fresh water for myself and 5 other people every day.
Hell yeah.
So it's much easier for him to live outside of town.
Yeah. So, aside from that, you see she kind of puts her armor back on and gathers her papers, and she leaves them there. Just kind of puts them in a little pile on the table. I need to make my rounds. And she looks over at you, Baxi. If you wouldn't mind accompanying me to the church for parents' sakes.
He'll grab his helm and he'll say the command word, Pearl, and pull the full helm over his head. I'll be glad to.
I'll be here learning what I can.
Do not leave the room until I get back.
Oh, yes, master. He'll kind of rub his eye with his middle finger.
That's a good boy.
So, when you head out of the tavern with Megan, she takes you immediately to the church. You can see inside that there's a couple people praying in front of statues of Ars Malor. When you're inside, you feel eyes on you.
And do thou paladin act while I'm in the church?
You do your quick prayer. You see Magon do the same thing.
You want to go to bed?
And she does the same
Mommy
thing.
is busy. Go see.
And she does the same thing. And you see her head over to the main altar, kind of gesturing for you to follow her. This is... She kind of gestures towards you, Baxi.
I'll follow, but cautiously. Could I, as I'm moving, do I feel any, like, I know there's eyes on me, but do there seem to be, like, more physical eyes on me? Like, does it feel like I'm heading into a trap of some sort? As if they're waiting for a cue or a symbol from...
Roll perception. Looking around, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. Nobody seems to kind of be paying attention. They're just looking at you. Any that are kind of standing around. Most of them are still doing their rounds, checking on people.
Okay. I'll follow.
Inside the church.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Interesting.
Your name, she kind of speaks under her breath at you, is Tilo. Understood?
Elo, it is. Although I hate lying.
She heads further in. You see a couple of the acolytes now kind of lifting their heads, watching as the two of you make your way to the end of the church. It's very small. She looks over at the priest there. Greetings. The priest nods. We have come here to inquire about the illness that's been spreading. Sorn has heard your cries. Arsmeller has been gracious enough to allow us to see your pain. We're here to save you. And you see the priest kind of raise their hands up. Blessed be Arsmeller. Then they look back at you. My name is Savi. I am the priest of this humble place. We've been plagued for quite some time with an illness. Before it was just that, nothing to worry about, and only recently people have been dying. It's concerning. We've been asking for aid for quite some time now. But we understand that Aes'Taldon's will means that some of us must suffer before seeing the light. Please come with me. And they head to a back room. In there you see there's another door. Opening that door, you see that there's a set of stairs leading down. Magon follows the priest down. Do you go with them, Baxi?
Yes. Where we currently are, there's no sick people, correct?
No.
No. Baxi will follow.
When you head downstairs, you see that everything is brightly lit. The priest stands at these stairs, doesn't move past that. And they kind of hold their arm out to block the two of you from passing as well. Looking into the room, you see that there's probably about 10 clerics, paladins, lying on beds. We were attacked last night, sometime this morning, we're not certain. Most of us were asleep. This is unlike anything we've ever seen before.
Seems Aes'Taldon was very angry with this church for a reason, if this was to happen. Do you mind if I just zone in for a second? As Tilo casts Divine Sense. Seeing if anything is affected by the Hello spell or any
Right.
undead celestial fiend within 60 feet that's not behind cover.
Oh yeah.
You can tell that the church itself is affected with the Hallow spell.
Is that just a general thing with most churches in the penance, or?
Yeah. The
Yeah,
churches
yeah.
themselves have it.
Yeah.
And you have, what is that? Celestial Fiend and Undead. You can also sense lingering on some of these people. Undead.
Are you the one who's been taking care of these judge souls.
I've been caring for them as best I can. I can't really offer them much physical aid.
As they said, I am the light that is sent from Asmala to help deal with the situation. I arrived early to find out, but my team is arriving shortly. Tonight at the church, make sure no one is in here, for our work does not want to have any bystanders. I'm sure you understand.
And you see the cleric nodding. Where are we to house the ill?
Leave them here. We will deal with it tonight.
They nod again. Back at the tavern,
Ooh.
Teddy and Gruel. Dalen has left the room to gather some meals for all of you. And they leave. They're gone maybe 5 minutes, if that, before they come barging back into the room.
Dylan, you okay?
There's the people, they look sick.
What people?
The people in the tavern, the people drinking.
Like all of them?
And he nods.
Was it
How
sudden
they-
or was it like that when you got down there?
It was like that. I mean, I noticed that some of them looked tired, but I mean, it was nighttime. Like, everybody's tired at night, right? I didn't think that it was whatever this is, and now that it's daytime, I can see they look exhausted. They look like they haven't slept in weeks.
Oh boy. This is turning into a much bigger problem than I think we anticipated, Gruel.
I feel like it's pretty standard.
Dude, what is your life? This is
Oh,
standard.
It's a damn good life, Teddy. I can't recommend it. I'm working on it, though.
Okay. I think we need to try to somehow hurry up this process, maybe? Or, I don't know. Do we just stay in the light until... I don't know. What do we do? Just wait until Baxi comes back?
While they've been gone, Gruel's been studying the notes that Alice left behind. Has he learned anything new, or remembered anything new?
You learned by reading this that in bright light, where there is no ability to cast shadow, these creatures emerge. That seems to be the only way to get them out. If they are within shadows, they are safe.
But we need to get them out of the shadow in order to fight them, basically. Huh.
They hide in the shadows so we can't get at them.
Well,
So we gotta
maybe if
force them into the light.
we make a bunch of shadow, wait until the last second, and then make it as bright as possible. Don't give them the chance to get into another shadow.
Maybe once they're forced out, they can't go back in. for a little while, that's when we kill him.
That means we have to have enough darkness and enough non-sick people to make all of them come to one spot, right?
Yeah. Well, I reckon the thing about it is, if they're sick, then either there's one of the shadow things looming over them,
Or inside of them.
or inside them. Because they got to die to make a new one, right?
So maybe we...
Kill them and make them come.
Yeah. Depending
Like,
on who they
that-
are.
Seems counterproductive.
No, it depends on the person.
We'll
I mean,
call
if
that
it's a,
Plan B.
if it's a Church of Iron
See.
Priest, then kind of it's a win-win if you think about it.
Oh, kinda. I don't think there's many of them here in the tavern, though.
Oh no, I'm more thinking overall. I think we
Dalen,
need to. I
did-
think. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Did they seem aware at all, or were they kind of just drowsing about?
No, they spoke to me. I don't think they're possessed by anything. They're just tired.
How many people were down there?
And I counted 7.
And all 7 were tired and exhausted.
It seemed everybody but the bartender, yes.
I think we try to round them up and bring them to the church with the other sick people. Is Dalen still here with us?
That's Dalen who was given the information.
Oh, duh. I was talking to him. Yeah, Dalen, I think you need to take them to the church and find Baxi, and I can at least I can change my form to go with you for now, or I can stay here, but I think we need to start grouping all the sick people in the church.
Yeah, right. You're right. We should do that.
You two get to move on. Oh. Where's Oz?
Oz is still in the room. He has turned back into himself. He's just kind of sitting in the corner.
He's vibing.
He's fine. Me and Oz will hang out here.
Okay. I'm gonna disguise self and turn into a paladin of the Church of Iron. Basically, I'm gonna try to walk around like as Dalen takes the sick people from the tavern to the church. I think I want to just like walk around the town, avoiding shadows, but like knocking on buildings and trying to see if people are sick and to tell them to go to the church if they are.
Mm-hmm. All right, so yeah, you do that. You see Dalen kind of going around and grabbing whoever he can, guiding them to the church. He's obviously met with some opposition and people complaining, I'm fine, this happens all the time. But with Dalen's insistence, he ends up leading them to the church. You, Teddy, wandering around with the appearance of a paladin, the people are a little more receptive to you. And you start to see that whoever is sick, and it does vary, young, old, infirmed, anything, it doesn't matter. It infects everybody, and you see them being led out or carried out. See them being carried out to the church. It's by this point that, Baxi, you hear like the sounds above you getting louder.
Are you holding a mass today?
No, we held our morning mass already. I don't know what that sound is. And they head up to go and investigate, and they see that the main room is filled with people. And obviously you see that there's a panic in their eyes now as all of these infirmed people are crowding the area, blocking light, casting shadows.
How many people are in there?
Currently, you're looking at about 35. It's not including the ones that are downstairs.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of people. But you said in this place. Oh my gosh, there's an ad playing. Oh, ow, my ears. You said that there was the Hallow spell in here. I guess Teddy doesn't know that, but
Yes, above table, yes. The churches have hallow spells on it.
okay. Theoretically, things can't go in here. I don't know. We'll see about that. I think I walk over to Baxi. What was your
Uh,
what was your secret
before
phrase?
you, as you come up to here, he's like, "What is the meaning of this paladin? Why bring all the sick to one direction?"
What was your like secret phrase that you told us?
Oh, so long ago, I did say something.
You gave us like a secret thing. I'll just I'll be like, please call me Wilhelm. And then hopefully that he understands that.
The eyebrow raises.
And then I'll say, we are gathering the sick here, all in one place, in hopes to draw out this beast or beasts or whatever.
Basil turned to the head priest. It seems we're going to shut the church early. Can you go around the town and grab all the sick? We will deal with this swift. And I'll look to Alice. We need the lights, many candles, many lights around this area to start casting shadows until we can control it.
And get all of
William.
these. Can we get all of these sick people into like out of the main area of the church? Do you have like some kind of sleeping quarters or anything that we can hold them in, get them as low to the ground as possible to stop shadows from spreading?
And you see the priest look back to you, Baxi, kind of gesturing towards the downstairs. It's not large, and everybody will be cramped. That's the only place we have available.
You
Will it hold 30 plus people?
Uncomfortably, yes.
I think they can be uncomfortable for one night for the rest of their lives of some peace. Hopefully.
he'll start by making lights in this area first. I need to confer with my team as we are missing one more. And I'll bring Alice and William out of earshot as she goes to light more candles if there's possible, or lanterns.
Yeah.
I see what you're trying to do. And I assume you are who I think you are, as he waits for a moment.
Of course I am. Come on. I even dropped the Wilhelm thing and everything, man. Come on,
Yes,
Maxie.
it's Tilo.
Oh, Tilo. Gotcha.
I
Wilhelm.
didn't choose
What's
it.
up?
Where are the other two?
They're
Three.
still in the tavern. Um Dalen is I think Dalen might just have walked back to the tavern. I don't know what Dalen's up to. But yeah, they're still in the tavern. Dalen recognized that there were a lot more sick people in the town than just what was in the Church of Iron, and I figured if we can get all the sick people, maybe it won't spread to the rest of the town. Like maybe we can just contain it in here.
Well, with that little folly you did this morning, paladins died. And these are paladins, Teddy, trained warriors to deal with this sort of stuff.
Well,
And you brought all innocent people into one area.
but they're already sick. They died.
Yes.
Paladins died because of a sickness, not because they were stabbed or overwhelmed by aggression. They already had this sickness. These people already have this sickness, and if we can somehow draw it out of them and save them, I think we need to do it all, and we need to do it here and now.
Motion has already been set. But just know that tonight may end in a lot of casualties.
Well, it would have ended in a lot more if we don't try to do something about this. We'll see.
I'll keep charge here. And I'll try and make this as best as possible. But if this is going to work, we're going to need them all under the one roof when we make a show
Mhm.
and show them the true light of Asmala. Go with Alice here, with the blacksmith, with Gruel and the others. And then I guess we'll have to make it quick on the actions we want to do. I'll ask the priest to go grab more sick people if there is. Sound like a plan?
Sounds good. We'll see what happens.
Are you okay with that, Alice?
Yes, I'm fine with that.
I'll ensure the keep. I mean, the church will be at peace. And if you see any sick on the way, bring them back.
Yeah, can we go get Gruel and Oz and Dalen at the tavern and then head to the blacksmith for...
I'll also say to Teddy, as he goes, the dead stink of the undead. So, if we could get anything to help with that on the way out, if you see, It would be good.
Um,
But to break through a hollow church would be a very mighty being.
what helps with undead? They haven't really dealt with that a lot before.
Holy water is one.
Oh, when would they have a lot of that here? Maybe I can ask the priest.
Start making it.
Yeah, maybe we can just start out. Okay, cool. Yeah, Teddy heads out to get Gruel and Oz and Dalen. Um, and then he just says like, hey, we need to go. Um, we're gonna go to the blacksmith and then get you some armor made that disguises yourself and myself some armor, and then we're gonna go to the church and try to fight this thing, I guess, or these things. I don't know.
As he steps in, Gruel is mid-story.
Like
So
always.
So I was telling him, it's not a blue dragon. Just because it's all lizardy and it breathes lightning, it ain't a blue dragon. It's something else. It didn't have no wings. It had way too many legs. I don't know what it was. Killed it. Definitely wasn't a blue dragon. Because then a blue dragon showed up
Oh, hey,
and
Gruel.
flew off with it. Oh, hey, Teddy.
Yeah,
All right, so
then
what's the plan?
yeah, I say that everything I just said.
Oh, right. Yeah, let's go. Come on. And he
To the
grabs
blacksmith.
Oz.
Yeah. Oz turns back into a mouse.
Picks Oz up. It's just like
Yeah.
limp in his grasp.
Cool. To the blacksmith we go.
To the Gruel-mobile.
So, making your way to the blacksmith, you see the man outside by the forge, hammering away. As you all approach, you kind of see him look up.
Go sit down, Pinky.
He looks at you, he sees the armor, and I need all of you to roll me perception. Those that are there, roll perception.
Perception. Attribute. Where is perception? I don't know how to read.
16.
That's a spicy 3.
I've got one eye.
I'm a child. I get distracted by bright things and loud noises.
Teddy, you don't really notice it. You are kind of focused on everything else. Gruel, you notice like a slight sneer as he sees the armor, those sporting it. But it very quickly fades. And what can I do for you, fine paladins?
Does quote unquote Megan or whatever her other name was? She has multiple names. Does she like take off her helmet at all since they're friends?
Yeah. You see her remove the helm. And he looks over, sees her, and it's kind of like brow raises a bit.
Like a pleasant one?
Like it's a weird crowd you're running with, kind of.
Oh, okay. And then I think with that Teddy like undisguises himself.
Gruel continues to gruel.
And Magor, clears her throat, and she's like, I want you all to meet my friend Kippy. Kippy, this is... She kind of looks over. I apologize, I don't know your names.
Well, that's rude, because we definitely told you. I'm Teddy.
I'm Gru. Nice to meet you.
She, yes, I forgot. I was a little stressed out.
Oh yeah, that's
Seems-
actually kind of understandable.
Well, Kippy, this is Teddy and Gruel. Do you happen to have any armor? Anything that might be able to shield them, head to toe? And you see Kippy kind of look at the two of you. It's like, oh, like maybe for the little one, yes, certainly. The big guy, I can probably work something. How long do you have? And she looks over at the two of you.
Can you do it by dusk? It's kind of urgent.
It's probably not going to be good armor, but
It just needs to change appearances.
well, I don't know about changing appearances, but I can make armor. And as I said, such a rush order, it's not going to be good, but it's something. Is that fine?
I think that will do.
Guess at least a cloak and some kind of mask will do for me for now.
And he nods. That I can certainly help you with. And you see him head over to one of the walls, and you see that there's actually like a couple of like almost like golden masks. You see gold, silver, and bronze. And he gestures. And take your pick. You notice that the face on the mask is very similar to that of the statues of Ars Mala that you've been seeing around.
He'll grab the bronze one, or he'll grab the silver one.
Alright. So you grab the armor, the shield. Not shield. Dang it. The mask. You grab the mask. I'll
Very
get it.
small face shield.
And he nods and is like, well, I have a cloak. It's not going to fit perfectly, but it's something.
As long as it covers the skin. Just enough to get me through prying eyes.
He nods. No, it most certainly will. And then hands it both to you. And so, afterward, he looks back over to Magor. And can we speak freely? And she looks back at the two of you and then nods again to him. We have a shipment arriving. I'd say 2 weeks. Bunch of weapons. Clearly not ordered by any of us. I think the church might be planning something big. She nods, sets down a gold coin, and turns back to look at the two of you. Is there anything else you need?
You wouldn't happen to know what weapon would be effective against shadow creatures?
My assumption is they are hellish creatures, undead. So I would assume anything with radiance.
Well,
Can you
nothing
make
I'll
that
care
kind of
about.
weapon?
The blacksmith, Kippy, he looks. Can I make a holy weapon?
Well, a weapon that's capable of being holy.
No, any weapon can be holy. We just need to get it blessed.
Well, that shouldn't be too hard, since we're saving the Church of Iron after all.
He just. If you want to believe that, then by all means, but who am I to say?
We'll see what we can do when we get to the church.
Do any of you need weapons?
I don't tend to fight with weapons, so I'm okay.
Got any big axes of the magic variety?
Magic? No. Sadly, I'm not allowed to sell magical weapons here. Don't have a permit for that. If you're looking for magical weapons, you can check with the church. Or you can check in Penance itself.
Right. Well, I reckon that's all we can do here.
I think we head back to the church, then, Gruel.
Yep, let's go. They'll mosey on back to the church and start getting prepped for dealing with this creature.
Alright, and what were you doing, Baxi?
I think Baxi will just be keeping order in the church, making sure that there is enough illumination in the church not to bring on this beast. But I'm not really keen on sending them down where the dead bodies lie.
Alright. So, after some time, you see that the sun is beginning to set. The others, you have all returned to the church by this point. You see Magor kind of awkwardly looking around, and We can't fight whatever it is in here. Not with all these people.
Well, that's why my thought was to move them downstairs. Is there a reason why we're not um bringing them downstairs, Talo?
Elo. And I'm not bringing them down the stairs because they are dead bodies. They're the reek of the undead.
Oh, I missed that part. That one wasn't told to me. Okay.
What do you suggest then if we are not to fight a being that could be one of these people that are in this church? Because my idea was to lure it out. Once it is out, these people might be free to go.
Can they even enter the church? It's hallowed or something, isn't it?
There are dead paladins and priests on the bottom of the floor, and the head priest said that they were attacked this morning and last night.
So not as hallowed as it seems. Well,
It's either the being that is in question is powerful enough to enter a hallow spell, or they are not undead.
we gotta lure it out somehow. If everyone consumed by the shadows here, once it's out and everybody leaves, I reckon it'll latch onto one of us if it needs to.
But it only leaves the body if someone dies, I thought.
It only creates a new one if they die. Don't know how many there are currently.
Or how to draw them out.
What about that light scroll?
Do you think just casting a light, like a bunch of light on them would work?
Well, if they got no shadows to hide it. But light makes shadow and all that.
I think you should best save that until you actually see something, yes.
I don't think I can elbow drop somebody's shadow and get it out.
I made that same exact sound.
Gruel's gonna swing his axe at one of the people's shadow.
Yeah.
Just at that thought, he's just gonna swing his axe at somebody's shadow.
Okay. What if we go somewhere that's very dark, draw those beings, however many to us, light it up, and then try to capture one and see, or kill as many as we can and see, what it is they are. See what we're dealing with.
You see Megor kind of perk up a bit. That's probably a good idea. I've been staying in nearby storage. I have it lit, but only barely. Perhaps we can use that. It's small.
Small, but enough room for us to fight.
What was your question?
With enough room for us to fight.
Yes, more than enough room. Let's say perhaps 80 feet.
Well,
Yeah, that'd be
let's
plenty.
do it.
Yeah.
Let's go
Surely
there and then
it's got to be itching to come after some fresh.
Maybe-
fresh meat.
maybe once it realizes that it's getting attacked, it'll leave these people and go towards the strongest, the thing that's fighting it the most, which would be us.
Never know till we try. Let's see if we can bait this fucker out.
Okay, let's do it.
I guess as we leave the church, you're saying it's become dusk now.
Yes.
Tilo will tell all the sick to spend most of the night praying under the light in this church, and not to leave the church until morning.
And you see them all nodding and gathering together, praying.
And no matter what you hear, do not come into the dark.
Squirrel's moving.
Alright, and
Yep, let's do it.
Maxie's thinking to himself, he's like, man, I'm making the church look cool here.
it's not my intention.
Didn't mean to do that.
So, you all arrive at the stables. You see Magor step up and she opens the doors.
Sound effects.
Well, home sweet home. Come on.
Here, Oz.
Teddy, can you move your token or no? Teddy?
Daddy! No!
Hello.
Hello?
Still
Yeah.
alive.
Can you hear me? Hi.
Yes,
Yeah.
hi.
That was weird. No, I'm lagging really bad, so I can't move my character.
Oh no.
I can't really do anything on here right now.
Let me see.
Probably trying his best to load in.
Yes. It's pretty rough currently on here for me.
Are you playing on a laptop or a desktop?
A desktop. It's never been like this either. I don't know what's happening. Very strange.
It looks like you get the measuring tool out.
I can't even I can't even measure anything. Maybe I'm gonna try to relaunch this real quick. While maybe you can just move me into position.
Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah, I can see myself. It's just like it's lagging so bad that like I can't really do anything.
Okay.
Very strange. Hasn't been like that before.
I like how Teddy's little icon there has him holding the light bulb.
Yeah, right. I can see.
So she leads you all inside. And, well, this is it. If you need to make any preparations, I suggest you do it now before we turn off the lights.
Anyone got any kind of like traps or anything?
Let's find out. I've got a cooking kit.
Hmm.
I got an iron pot. I don't think that's gonna help us.
Probably not.
Wait a minute. Do I have? I have to look through the messages because I don't remember. I do.
Oh, I forgot to ready my spells after we leveled up. Huh.
Gruel's gonna
You hate to
pull
see
out
that.
a lantern.
Oh. A lantern, you say?
Yeah, specifically a lantern of blinding.
Oh. It's gonna hurt. I think maybe we all go into a corner together and then let them come to us.
I'm gonna cast protection from evil and good on Gruel, I guess.
Let's see here.
Maybe put on one of the squishier ones because I'm tough as nails.
More for the charmed effects.
That's fair.
I'm gonna
Be charmed when I'm raiding.
I'm gonna cast guidance on Gruel as well.
Buff up the big boy.
Everybody's buffing up, bro.
Off him.
Oh no.
I have a D4 because I'm young and only level 5.
Yeah, see if if I'm raiding, I can be affected by like charm.
Dude, I don't know how quickly that concentration protection from evil and good thing left y'all's screen, but that took a solid 30 seconds for me.
Oh,
It was
it
like,
was super fast for us.
I just tabbed back over and like,
like it was so very strange.
that's super
Let's see. Damn, I don't know why it's.
Let me throw on some buff icons here.
So weird. It was working just fine when we were in the town. Doesn't like this.
It's probably because of the lights.
Yeah, the
Maybe.
animations might be.
Maybe. Just like frying my GPU. Imagine. That'd be so sad. Anywho. Are we good to go?
I reckon Gruel is he's good at hitting things a lot and getting hit a lot. So that all of his preparation is prepared.
Fair.
Boom.
Is it okay if my spells aren't in here?
Yeah, it's fine. You should be able to roll off of
Okay.
D&D
Yeah.
Beyond.
I have them in D&D Beyond, but I haven't brought them over. So, okay, cool. If you guys want to all just kind of back into the corner, maybe the bottom right corner, I think that, or at least like let's all go down that way.
That's another door there, isn't it?
Yeah, but they're not gonna come through the door. I don't think.
You think they? I mean, maybe they're really polite.
Oh, we're moving. Maybe.
You
Apparently, I
moved
moved
outside.
outside. Somehow, I'm moving outside.
Disappeared.
Don't know how that happened.
What's gonna
Oh.
probably
Oh,
Okay.
hang out
I think
kinda
I'm
in
on
the
top
middle
of
of the
someone
room.
now.
Keep our spacing.
There we go. Okay. Well, Teddy goes. I think you should just like maybe leave like an area that I can hit. You know,
Are you gonna blast?
maybe
Shatter the roof down.
Yeah, I started blasting.
I start blasting. Yeah,
Right here.
yeah, I think that's good. And then if we want to move Dalen and Magor down here, theoretically we can. Fight people. Well, this is really close quarters, huh?
All right. And let me. So you all stand and wait. You can see from the small windows as it starts to get dark. The
Who wants to blow out the candles?
the torches start to go out.
Poof.
Oh boy,
Leaving you
Oh.
all in darkness.
dark vision sure is swell.
I love dark vision. Can anyone not see in the dark here?
I'm good.
All right, Mazara. Hope I'm ready for this.
At this point, you all hear like a clattering sound. You know that there's mice. You can hear them squeaking and rustling through the hay. But this just seems like more. Jesus Christ, that scared me. Oh my God, that
Cast
scared
spell.
me.
Sorry, I cast Divine Sense.
Oh, Jesus, it's loud.
In
God
case-
damn.
in case
That was like
you
30
didn't
seconds
know,
later for me. Holy fuck.
Everyone knows when you're doing things.
Yeah, so you all hear this rustling, then kind of a clattering sound. And it almost feels like air whooshing around.
Can we see anything yet?
Does Divine Sense pick anything up?
Oh, it's picking up. It's definitely picking up chaotic evil.
It's straight up just the iPhone alarm
Straight
just
up.
going off in your head.
Not a good time.
Beep, beep, beep. Buckle in.
Buckle up, motherfucker.
I'm
Here we
buckled.
Oh God, 5.
Hopefully that was a D20
That was a
or a D100.
D5.
You
Cool.
wish.
And
There's 5
You
of us who's
hear-
getting possessed.
a grunting sound off to your right.
Eddie, stop that.
It wasn't me.
Oh my God, it hurts.
Oh, fuck us. God damn it. This bitch get hurt. What happened? Did it attack you, or is it your wound?
I
Hold
don't know.
formation. Hold formation.
It-
Uh,
And you see as Magor drops to the ground,
oh shit.
just collapses. And then you can feel movement again.
Can we see anything yet?
You see shadow-like figures appearing.
Aha! You've played my trap card.
And I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative.
What's your trap card?
Roll initiative. Also, has rolling been like really laggy on D&D Beyond for y'all?
I use
I use Foundry.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? I would use D&D Beyond in another campaign. It's like super laggy for some reason.
Probably start using it in Foundry.
Yeah.
No, the characters are all fully updated.
Well, I know, but for the other Malza campaign, Compagni.
Not high enough level to get advantage of my stuff yet.
Trying to roll initiative, but it just keeps saying it's my turn over and over again.
Yeah, it's gonna keep doing that until...
Until we get initiative sorted.
Until I roll. Will you freaking roll initiative, you laggy SOB?
You done it. You done a good job.
Oh yeah? Okay, it's not showing up on my screen. I'm gonna try...
We all forgot to select our tokens.
You hate to see it, quite honestly.
That's where the problem came in.
Yeah, maybe.
Alright,
I'm
so
still super laggy, man.
first up... Gruul. No, Baxi. Baxi's first up.
Oh, that actually...
Okay. As these shadowy creatures come out, a black tendril comes out of Baxi's, like starts at his foot, wraps it around him, and goes towards his finger as he points to one of them, and he goes, "Well, I've forsaken the church. It's time to bring power somewhere else, and I'm going to use my paladin ability to control undead."
Hell yeah. You love to see it.
About to take
That's
one of
cool.
these shadows.
And which one are you targeting?
The one next to Gruul.
Oh, I was gonna hit that.
You still can, don't worry.
Ah!
That's a 14.
You are now mine.
Ah,
Your soul is mine.
hell yeah.
Ugh.
Good one.
I don't want to, but I do want to.
I just realized something for protection and
Oh,
good and evil.
okay, ignore that. Hi, you are
I'm
not dead.
Rip girl.
Protection from good and evil gives them disadvantage against me,
Eh.
which means I can reckless attack with reckless abandon.
Oh my god, it's incredible.
It cancels out.
So you're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, that's. I am
Reckless
about to
attack
go
for days.
buck wild on these mofos.
And as a bonus action, what your ears, because I'm going to do a daunting roll.
All right, that's cool. What isn't cool, but also
Rawr.
amazing, is the emblem for that.
Yeah.
It's like a little cat.
Rawr.
It's hard to see in chat, but oh my god, little cat, the crown.
I love it.
That's amazing.
So I'm not sure if they're immune to fear or not, but the two shadows, I can't ping, but it was within 10 feet of me.
Oh no. Oh no, you stepped up.
Yeah, they do not respond to it.
Alright. And then I just stand back. And I tell everyone, do not hit the one next to Gruel. They're going to become my pet.
As
Creepy.
Gruel is like holding his axe over his. Oh,
Sorry, Gruel.
yes,
You don't have a
plenty
pet.
more.
You don't have a pet anymore. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. The lag. Oh, and the noise. Where do I want to do this? This is really hard with this much lag. Do you guys think I should light this place up, or do you think I should deal a bunch of damage? Or I guess I could technically do both at the same time.
Well, fucking blast them, man. I mean, I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to.
Whatever your gut's feeling, Gruel's just gonna start
My gut.
blast.
My gut
with
feels
me.
blasting too. I'm gonna cast. I don't have it in here, but I'm gonna cast Fireball because why
Holy
not?
shit!
I keep.
We're in a warehouse full of hay.
Hell yeah.
YOLO.
YOLO. YOLO. That's what you do. Is
We are-
This is why I stand near the
Simon.
door.
What's
Yeah,
the
that's why I
radius
told
on
you
that?
to. It's 20, so I'm gonna basically throw it. I'm gonna try not to hit the one you're hanging out with. I'm gonna throw it like on this like staircase, basically.
Oh, if you get killed, you gotta kill it. You'll be right.
I'm
Oh,
trying to
there's a
throw it
nice-
on this left staircase thing. If that's cool. Ladder staircase.
Yep.
There it
Ladder
is.
staircase.
Woo, hello.
But it's a it's a Dex 16. They probably have high Dex, seeing as they're like fucking shadows, huh?
Either way, this place is about to get lit.
Mm-hmm.
It's about to be very bright, very fast.
Yep. So
And then then next round I'm casting fucking daylight.
I am going to do the roll.
I think there are doors right behind us.
Yes, there are doors behind you.
I'm gonna roll
It's gonna be on fire.
roll a dexterity check on the barn.
Okay. Alright, so I got him, and I am going to Fireball save. And what is the dex save on that?
16.
16.
And I'll go ahead and use. Are you
That's a
rolling them
nat
all
one.
separate? Oh, that sucks for that guy.
No, actually, what I'm going to do, I rolled.
You're rolling them separately.
Actually, you know what? No, you know what? No, because I do mob rolls, so I got a 1. They all failed.
Nerds. Yeah, so they're gonna all take 8d6 of damage. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Cheese and rice.
I'm gonna try to use it differently. Here you go. What did I say? 8d6?
8d6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah! They all take 22 damage. I didn't get a single 6 or a single 5. Feels bad.
We got light.
Oh.
Let's see, where is it? There it is.
Now they're gonna be forced to come to us because it's all light over there. Got me at a prettiest.
I'm so far down on initiative.
That end your turn?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I can do too much bonus action
How much
yet.
damage do they take?
Huh?
How much damage do they take?
Half of 22.
22.
She said half.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, why
So-
hat? Oh.
They're resistant to fire. But that's okay. That's still 11 damage on multiple things.
You hate to see it.
Yes.
It's 11 damage on. Yeah, that's still great.
That's
God,
great.
they're fucking resistant to that. They're probably gonna be resistant to like
Non-magical
Everything
attacks.
other
non-magical
than-
things. I feel like I already knew that, but
Yeah.
I still hit really hard.
I currently have nothing that is
Okay.
that
you're
will
not dead.
really hurt.
Alright.
Haha.
There you go. All right, and next up, it is Baxie's Shadow.
Yeah. Good
Shadow
timing.
Pokemon, I demand you to strength drain the one beside you.
You should be able to access a sheet.
Oh my god.
Terrible!
Kill yourself, you suck. Shadow. Die.
That is their turn.
Just block.
Feel bad about yourself.
Make him make reaction. I guess. Like,
I'll get rid of that AoE thing. Oh, I can't open the door.
All right, and what I need is we're just gonna transition back to daylight because it's bright as shit. Hi. Why did you go back? There we go. All right, so it is now this shadow's turn. It is going to straightforward. And it's going for Teddy.
no. 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 False.
In the source of the light.
No.
Oh! A lot of dice.
I don't want it. I don't want it.
It was nice. That's a spicy attack.
Dude, every time you've rolled against me in this campaign, you've rolled a nat 20. That's multiple nat 20s on damage against me.
Look, it's fine, okay? The
Poor
other
little
campaign,
Teddy, dude.
my other campaign, one of my other players always gets I always get nat 20s against him. It's fine.
Feels bad.
No, Teddy's
Feels-
dead.
No, he's not. We're at level 5 now. Is that 15 damage? Necrotic?
Yes.
Well, you suck. Stupid shadow boy.
And it is now Alice's turn. She is going to get up with her half movement.
Uh-oh. Please still be on our team.
And she is going to
Not attack Dalen.
Dalen, no.
Not attack Dalen. Not attack
Tab.
Oh, I forgot to hellish rebuke. That's sad. Oh well. Bing, 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 bing.
You can do that right now if you want.
Yeah. I can't tell if it rolled, but I clicked the button, so I'll probably see it an hour after you guys do.
Oh, there it went.
What a roll.
That is a 14. For damage. Let me see. Dex for him is a 6.
Heh. Once again, it's fire though, so 7. Do they have more than 18 health? Probably.
All right.
No, they don't. 18
All right,
is
so
the
we're in the
magic
ballpark.
number.
18 is a number we need to hit at least.
They all have 11 already.
Like as of right now, 18 is a threshold.
7 damage to each of them. We could do this.
Oh, okay, 7 damage to each of them. I think I might be able to handle that.
She is going to go straight for the one across from her. And she is going to cast Guiding Bolt on it.
Hell yeah.
You. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, dang. And it's radiant. Yay! That dude's dead as hell.
You need
Go.
us here? You can.
She just see, she rolled another nat 20. I'm telling you.
She's over here rolling, rolling well enough for herself to fight herself.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Shadow's turn. It's going to... It's actually going to attack this one because it tried to attack it.
Haha. Turn on your brother.
Loyal. Put that in your notebook.
Everything's gonna destroy each other before Pook's the chance to swing.
Snap. Rolling big
But I'm
out
immune to
here.
necrotic.
Are they? Apparently not.
Don't know.
Yeah, no, they are. It's... Trust me, that this thing is all kinds of messed up.
Shadow boxing.
And next up, Dalen. Hello.
Go, Dalen, go.
Door opens. He walks out.
It's like, you know what, guys? I'm
See ya.
going home.
Deuces. I'm gonna try to reset this.
Dalen is going to pull out his
Second.
sword, and as he unsheathes it, you see that it's glowing and it sheds light.
Okay, Dalen.
All right.
Where's
pull
that
out
been this whole damn time?
Okay.
The cool blade. All right.
Uh,
I feel like he's used this before and we forgot.
Oh,
And he starts to swing.
swaying that thing.
Oh shit! He's got a moon-touched
Browser
sword.
does not have hardware
And that
acceleration.
misses.
so
Oh, I
cool.
don't have. I don't
It
have
looks
hardware
neat.
acceleration.
Oh, finally! All right. So the buttons for my Great Weapon Master Rage stuff. Let's see if they work. We're gonna rage. I think I can. I saw it. There it is. We're gonna rage. And then we're gonna get in it. Great Weapon Master. We're gonna swing raging Great Weapon Master with advantage. Because it's reckless. All the things that are happening.
Yay! I fixed my shit.
That hits.
Wow.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
24 damage.
You should
And
just
you
let
think this-
Gruul stand in the middle of the room and just start swinging.
And you
at
think this
everybody.
man would die to a demigod? Bring it on.
All right. Yeah, I've still got another attack.
Yes, he did. Let's get it.
Let's figure ourselves another reckless attack.
Love to see it. Nat
Nat
20.
20.
Bro, you're gonna wipe them all out.
I'm gonna roll damage for fun.
Jesus.
And you got brutal
Christ.
critical as well, right?
No, I'm a full orc. I don't have that. And
Ah.
then, because of a great weapon master,
Oh, I killed one of them. I get temporary hit points.
let's see. Damn it. Well, I
Bonus
could have
action.
made 2 extra attacks with the bonus action,
Sad.
but I raged, so that's it for
That's
Gruul.
it. That's it. This man
That's
says.
it. Okay.
That's it. I only dealt a
That's
total
it.
of over 50 of 60. I only dealt 60 damage.
Oops.
And I end my turn.
This one doesn't move from where it's at. It just goes for Dalen.
Okay.
Rule don't give a fuck about your resistance.
And that ends its turn.
Baxi!
Some quick math here.
Oh boy. Baxi, you're in flames.
I know, I'm on fire.
Baxi, you're on fire.
Even with the resistance, Gruul did 32 damage in total.
Oh my god, it's so
Oh.
silly.
I don't
Is it
even. I
13?
think I killed one of these twice. I overkilled a shadow.
Almost definitely.
Does 13 hit this thing?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. I'll just pump the level 1 smite into it.
Oh baby. You'll love to see it.
Head up. Radiant damage. Wait, radiant.
Woo!
You didn't have to do that, man, like that.
I played science.
Oh my god.
We're like, hey, you only gotta do 7 damage. He's like, nope.
Oh, what's
Yep.
that? Maximum
Max
smite
damage.
damage
You want? Here you go.
doubled. He did
Yeet.
30 damage on smite alone.
You'll never see it.
Yeah, I know. On fire. And I think that's it.
Yes.
Dab.
That is it. The only one that is left is the one under Baxi's command.
Can you try to talk to him, Baxi? Can we try to? Are we still technically in combat? When does this thing end?
Right now.
Lit. I never meant the spell, but that works too. Yeah. Baxi, how long does this spell last?
24 hours.
Oh, that's awesome. Can we talk to this thing?
I don't think it can talk. It's not very intelligent. I think they're just a being of some sort. But something doesn't make sense to me.
What is that?
Surely this was not it.
Can't be. Which is why I want to talk to it, because I'm very confused.
Go right ahead. Talk to it.
Well, I don't know. I'm just gonna. I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm just gonna start talking Infernal in it and see if it responds in any way. Probably won't.
Gruul is just seething. He's just. He's ready to smite this thing
That
down.
damn stupid drag to I have to do these settings every time. Where was that setting, by the way?
It does not respond when you speak to it.
Ah, loser.
Can I command it to take me to where it originated from?
You do that,
Take
and
Take him
see
to his
it.
friends. Yeah.
You see it turning. The entirety of this storage room is now on fire.
Oopsies.
Oh no.
And you see it making its way out.
Where you going?
More stuff to hit, Gruel.
Sorry about your temporary house.
And it leads you out. Ooh, hi. Configure lighting vision.
You don't own a token in this scene. Oh, rude. Oh, we're zoomed in.
Is there anything monster hit?
And you see
There's
that
gonna be a really big baddie here.
it begins to lead you to the well.
Ah, I knew it was the damn well. Called it.
What's that shit? What's that, Shady? She fell in the well.
She fell in the well.
There's a girl trapped in the well.
Okay, time to just freaking blow this well up. I already used fireball. Sad.
I mean, we do have a spell.
This is true.
Perhaps we could just throw a torch down at first.
Do you think? But does light kill it, or do they just find like do they just go invisible during light?
I think it makes them vulnerable.
Well, it's worth a shot.
Or burns them, but the light from your fireball didn't really
Do you want to just tell
kill
this
them
guy?
outright.
You want to just tell this guy to go back home into his little well hole, so he's part of this?
No. Keep
Okay,
him
well,
out. He's mine for the next 24 hours.
he's my pet.
Slow axe rising. I could do it. I could take him out.
Okay. Yeah. Can we like? I guess it's dark outside right now, right?
Yeah.
I don't really want to look into the into the well.
Cruel's gonna look in.
Can we? Yeah. Can I just like quickly look in and then cast daylight inside the well?
You could make okay.
You want to
What do
cast
you-
daylight into the well?
Say what you want to say, Baxi.
What's wrong, Baxi? That's what I was gonna do. What was your thought?
Just holding the scroll over the well.
You could confirm that it's in there, but once it's out, it's away from that spell. Perhaps we could just illuminate it another means. But could I just? Yeah, maybe. Can I just do another divine sense just to determine that this thing is evil as F?
Yes, yes, you may.
Bewildered into my gradient. Yeah.
You
is
sense an undead presence next to Cruel and Teddy.
and intent,
Weird.
severe intent to kill. Yeah.
Aside from the shadow that is just kind of staring at Gruel,
Cruel staring back.
you can sense something akin to evil in the well. It's not fully pinging as evil.
Cruel's
What
gonna
you
Whatever's
are
down
getting
there.
Uh-oh.
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 from behind you
Oh no. Oh, here comes the second wave.
Right
More
here
friends.
at the church.
State. The church is right there. I know.
You are picking up evil.
That's it.
Uh,
Well, it
I
looks
think
like
we
we gotta
gotta.
burn the church down.
I believe this is the entryway into the church. Possibly. Maybe. I don't know. But the church is pinging evil as well.
Okay, well,
Probably more than the actual well.
well, do we want to? Does anyone have anything to like light the way in here?
Yeah, Gruul pulls out his lantern of blinding and adjusts the lens to focus the beam and points it down into the the well.
To not be bright as shit.
Oh, to be
slightly
bright as shit.
Love to see
It's
it.
called a lantern of blinding. The light emanating from this lantern is incredibly bright.
I'm blind.
Just shining it down there, see if anything moves.
As you aim this lantern down, you see the shadow kind of drawing away. You look and you can see that the water's dark. It's a long you see that it's a long dark passageway. Water's probably a good 30 feet down. And you catch a glint of something at the very bottom.
There's a shiny down there.
Okay, I'll go.
No one was thinking that, Teddy.
Don't worry, I got it.
Oh no, no.
Don't worry, I got it.
Let's go take out some rope.
Yeah. Can you give me rope to climb down? Getting up is the easy part. Getting down. I don't want
I
to.
not mention that part. There was like evil down there as well.
Yeah, well. If anything happens, I can come back really quickly. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I could just go down there and go wild.
Just let me try to go down there. See what this is.
All right, you got a plan.
Uh,
So I'm start.
can I just like how much rope do you have? I guess it's like enough, right?
I should have a good
50
bit.
foot, right?
50 foot of rope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I tie it around myself and then like scale down into the water, or near the water.
Just lowering them down.
Is it like? Can I see what's in the water now? Is it a?
You see that it's deeper into the water.
Shit. Okay. Hey,
You can't swim.
I'm gonna swim down, and if anything tugs on the rope, just get me to the surface. So yeah, I start swimming down a bit.
Okay. So you swim down, and it's not much deeper. When you get to the bottom, you see a bundle, something wrapped tightly, and you see something shiny kind of pinned on it. Looks like a brooch.
Can I pick the whole bundle with the brooch up?
Yeah.
I'll do that. Actually, I'll wrap. I'll take the I'll take the rope from like around me. I'll untie myself and tie it to the bundle, and then I'll swim up to the surface, and then Misty step out of the well,
Okay.
Oh,
and I appear next to Gruul.
oh,
Hey, pull that up.
okay, Teddy, I'll pull you up. He starts pulling the rope up rapidly. I got you, buddy. Pulls up the bag, I guess.
Pulling up this bundle, you see that it's pretty small.
Yep.
It's
Eddie, what happened to you?
Hello.
it's bound tight.
With the brooch, is the brooch is like
The brooch is kind of what's like holding the bound fabric together.
is the brooch giving you any evil vibes, or is it what's inside, Baxi?
You're picking it off of what's inside.
Yeah. Does the brooch symbol anything? Is it just a standard brooch or is it a symbolic?
The
I
brooch
don't-
actually looks familiar to you, Baxi. It looks like something you might have gifted somebody during your travels.
Backstory. Baxi story.
Baxi story.
Facts and stuff. Does it feel like it's bones in there?
Sorry, what was that?
I was talking to girl. Does it feel like there's bones in that bag?
You guys just like casually know what bones feel like in a bag.
Does. Girl kind of shakes it a little bit.
It doesn't rattle, but you kind of shaking it around, it feels like there might be bones in there.
Well,
Oh yeah,
should we-
it's a bone bag.
I think we unwrap it, yeah?
Well,
Whatever's
it could be
causing-
the source of the curse that we could.
Yeah, how do we break a curse on bones? Do we, like, I don't know. Maybe we should just unwrap it first.
Yeah, this thing reeks of magic. You
Okay,
Why
you
don't
guys
you-
unwrap it. I'm
why
just
don't
gonna
you
take a
take it?
couple step back.
I know. I'll do it.
Yeah, you're the holy folk.
There's nothing holy about me anymore. I'll stand away. I'll put the bag on the ground and I'll step back and I'll order the shadow to undo it.
You're like, don't worry, guys. I got this thing.
Fine,
Shadow.
I'll do it.
Undo your thing.
Wow.
Shadow, open.
I love it.
That's the.
I love it.
That's the
Don't worry,
biggest-
guys. I got this. Shadow.
I got
Go.
this. Hey, you.
I choose you.
So the shadow moves up to this bundle, and you see the pin kind of being carefully lifted and moved off to the side. It grabs the fabric in the corner of it, and it just lifts the corner. And so it unfurls, and you just see bones falling out.
It's a one bone.
But not a adult human bone. You see that it's the bones of what would assume to be a baby.
Ah. Woof.
I'll pick up the brooch and pocket it in a way, and I'll look to Alice. Are you able to do a ceremony on these bones and lay them to rest?
And she, albeit with a very horrified expression, just kind of nods. Yes, I can. How long have those bones been in there?
Long enough to become bones. Not human.
People have been drinking out of that well.
That's gross.
It's very.
I've drank with this.
And she just kind of like shakes her head a little bit, like she's trying to process what what just happened, and she heads over to it. You see her kind of very gently picking up the bones and putting them in the cloth. It's going to take some time, but I'll be able to. At least an hour. I'll be able to do it.
Okay. Should we go check and see how the people inside the church are doing?
Well, if she starts purifying what could be the source of this curse, they might come out to us. But you're right.
And she nods as you see that she's starting to work on the purification of the bones.
It's about to be like Call of Duty Zombies, where there's just hundreds of freaking shadows coming at us.
Swarm 1.
Yeah. Level 1.
And that's where we're going to call session.
Ah, no.
All right.
Yeah, we haven't gone for 3.5 hours, so.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. You can catch us next week, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday for the continuation of Aes'Taldon, Evil Begets Evil, and you can catch us in 2 weeks for the continuation of Aes'Taldon, The Beginning. Looking forward to seeing you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.